back, still here at the Gulf Coast Home and Garden Expo at the Bay County Fairgrounds, having a ball, talking to vendors, talking to attendees, talking to some of the sponsors out here. So far, what appears to be a successful event. Right now with Bob Pearce, Executive Director of the Panhandle Chapter of the American Red Cross. Bob, it started off kind of slow, seems like today. The weather's faring off well. You've got more people now, sort of crowded out there in the main concourse. How's it going so far?
It's going great. The crowd's building as we get on into the afternoon, and I think we're going to have we already have a great show this year. You've been around and seen the vendors. I mean, you've got a lot of great products and services and a lot of fine folks in here. A lot of things to offer the customers and folks who are going to come to the show, and I think we're having a good show. It's going to get better as the day goes on. We're going to have a great day tomorrow because we're going to be here on Sunday as well. The great thing about this is that folks get to come out and see all this stuff, but they're also helping the local Red Cross chapter.
And that's what we've been pointing out every time we've been talking to anybody. This is one of several major fundraisers that you have in the course of the year that funds all of your good works. So there's no loss to being part of this. If you're paying a vendor fee, if you're paying a few bucks to get in at the door, or if you're a sponsor, not only do you get to enjoy the event, but you get to enjoy the fact that you are helping to fund all of those things. And there are so many of them in the course of the year that you do.
Yeah, you know, we're going to be here Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. In that 3-day period, we've already responded to 2 house fires. Both families lost everything. The weekend's not over yet. We'll be busy. Our disaster action teams will be in the field. We just recently had the river flooding episodes in 4 of my 6 counties, and we had to open shelters, and we had homes damaged. And you know, it's not just a hurricane season kind of thing. The Red Cross is open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, for disaster responses of all kinds, not to mention the Armed Forces Emergency Services work that we do. And we're going to do, 400 or 500 of those cases a year. That's multiple cases a day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We get no government funding, and fundraisers and contributions is how we make it happen.
Well, and as you point out, when somebody needs the Red Cross, it's typically going to be the worst day of their life.
Right.
What better way and poignantly to point out the fact that when they need you, they really need you. I've said it before. Everybody wants to be part of the community. Everybody wants to support all of the United Way organizations. But, at the end of the day, nothing against Boys and Girls Club, nothing against Life Management, nothing against any of the other organizations. If your house burns down, truly, that is the worst day of your life, and there is usually nobody else to turn to, and you guys are there.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and everything you own is just going up in smoke. The fire department's out there trying to save your property. It's the Red Cross that's working. We're not closed. We never close. We're the ones that show up and make sure you have a place to stay and clothes to wear the next day and food to eat and help you get started on your recovery. And that's a unique role to play. And that's one of the reasons why this chapter has been here 95 years. This year's our 95th anniversary. And in that 95 years, untold thousands of disaster responses, tens of thousands of local disaster victims helped. There's just no telling how many. And that, at 3 o'clock in the morning, there aren't that many places open, but the Red Cross is going to show up.
Well, great job out here this year. It's a lot of work. I know that your assistant, Kelly Bailey, says that the fun stops for her at noon yesterday, or 10 o'clock yesterday, whenever it opened up.
Right.
A lot of work that goes into this, a lot of people behind the scenes, a lot of your volunteers, without whom you couldn't do anything, let alone this event. So good job. We're going to be here for the balance of the afternoon, talking to a few more people. It looks like it's shaping up, in comparison with all the others that you've done, to be a really good event.
It's a great event. We have a lot of great vendors. The hall looks great. The folks are doing good business. We had a lot of folks interested in the products and services, and I think that it's the time of year. I think the economy is looking a little bit better for a lot of folks. They're a little more optimistic about it. And you get to the time of year when you just want to fix the place up a little bit. And plants, the master gardeners and the master gardeners clinics and those things, I can't grow anything, Paul. Every year they give me all kinds of advice and tell me this is the year I'm going to be able to grow something, and every year I come back and admit I'm a failure. I'm just going to get them to come grow my stuff for me.
Well, there's something for everybody. It's truly a one-stop if you're remodeling or building a home, or just want some ideas. Again, a great heritage event, and the best of luck going forward. We'll be talking to you before the day's over.
Appreciate what you do to help us too, Paul. Thanks so much.
It is our pleasure. Here at the Gulf Coast Home and Garden Expo at the Bay County Fairgrounds, having a ball today, and we're going to get something to eat here, and we'll let you know how that goes. We'll be right back.